I saw Foka go on and then go off.
But I think.
But it's a Chris Brown concert.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
for me,
man,
it's
a Chris Brown concert.
For me, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Because a person that was making jokes. I mean, Davido performed 15 songs in 2 minutes. If I tell you, say I did him.
And then it goes into another song. What's one thing that made you extremely tired this year?
Woman.
She said, I do not understand why we as South Africans have to hold on to the song and act like we still like it. And I then commented, because I'm not a coward, I didn't delete anything. I said, people act like we were still in the 90s, bro. The song dropped years ago, and I hate how we all act like it's still a banger in this current day and age.
I was in a phase where I thought I was healed up to like a few weeks, and I realized that I wasn't up to a few months.
Yeah.
You know the typical man break up with girl.
Shame. Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine now, I'm happier now.
Yeah.
6 months later, I miss her, I just want her. No one is like her.
Yeah.
So I had to really isolate myself from women. And then I had some bad experiences. Oh, I think as a nation, we must stop these things of having long talking stages. Myself being included.
You've missed now.
No, let me tell you something, guys. Let's just date. And then we break up.
Papa.
Just talk to a person 2 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of talking, then date.
Papa. That's not how.
Who said, welcome back to the last episode of 2024 of Seated with Lebo and Thato Rampedi. Guys, very, very excited. We're going to take this episode to just celebrate all of our milestones. We're going to speak about,
what are some of the things?
Fatigue.
Yeah, what are the things that made us tired this year? What are the things that we should let go of this year?
And like some things we really want to achieve next year. Very, very exciting episode. I'm excited to just take it, take it back, man. Relax, be calm. But before that, I think it's time for Lebo to show you guys something very exciting.
Let me just quickly grab my passport.
Yeah. Oh.
1 second.
Oh.
One.
Passport. But yeah, guys, if you guys don't know, Lay's has something very, very exciting. They've got these new chips, which basically gives you a taste of
not only joy, but it gives you a taste of Italy. In fact, Asambe. And just like that, with just opening up one simple packet, our favorite taste buds are traveling to a new country, guys, and that is Italy. And that is all thanks to Lay's and the inspired Italy packet of chips, guys. The flavor is amazing, Italian truffle and garlic flavor. But yo, guys, this is not the only favor by Lay's. Tell them about China and how we were there last week.
Guys, last week we were in China, we had the 5 spice, but this week we're having the truffle flavor, baby.
Hey guys, of course the competition is close to go to Italy and China, but there's so many prizes to still win. So go grab yourself a taste of Italy, and yeah, you guys will let me know how it is. And if I have another tip, I can truly say that this is Lay's flavors that take you places.
And we're back. That was a nice trip, guys. But of course, the first question, when we go into the podcast, it is how
are you? How are you?
What are we?
How are we?
How am I? I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
That's good.
I'm lovely.
Yeah.
Guys, I feel so good. First of all, I've got a lot of shoots today, but it's my last day working, hopefully. It's currently December 18th.
12 o'clock now.
12 o'clock. I've got to shoot this episode. After this, I've got to shoot an ASM campaign. We're working with a really cool brand. And yeah, man, I'm good. Like, this week has been amazing. We were Decembering at the highest level. I'm talking about party after party. I'm talking about
Pool
hosting.
parties,
I'm talking about Airbnbs. Friends, Zulzi.
Yeah.
And I got to meet I got to meet a lot of people too. You know what I'm saying? I got to meet some lovely.
Like low-key, like Zuzi, if you watching after that for Zuzi mentions, like low-key, like if you want to do a brand deal with me, bro, like be about it, because like wow.
Yeah. What
we
products?
spend money on Zuzi, bro.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, like, and this is not promo. But
Like, it's just that's how great the application
Yeah, it's
is.
us-
Actually, don't do that. No. If you want to hear about it, they must send us a check. No. I value our time. I value the podcast. I'm not going to do that. But if for those who don't know, there's an application. There's one application on the App Store.
We don't know what the name
We don't
is.
know what it is. And we don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works.
But you can get basically anything that you want between the hours of 6 a.m. and I think
10
midnight
PM,
or
bro.
10 p.m. So
I'm
it's
talking
very
about
convenient.
anything.
I ordered a tequila the other day. Not the other day, like once this month, I think, in like the morning, bro. Could not believe the efficiency. I'm not an alcoholic or anything.
Yeah,
it's just the vibe
I was
required.
with someone that you were with, and she told me that like, you guys waited for them to open.
Yeah.
I said, you go order tequila. I said, these guys are
December.
These guys are Decembering at the highest level. But yeah, man, I'm good, man. Like everything is going good. I think I'm proud of myself for this year. Part of the team. The team grew. I mean, everything grew, which is dope. Like, bro, I'm very happy about that. Mentally, I'm also grand, man. Like, if I took at my mental state the whole year, man, we pushed. We held on. We were very strong. Emotionally, I'm also very strong. Romantically, still single, but it's like I've been meeting some really cool people, and it's all platonic, which is nice. And I think I'm just more focused on building some really cool platonic friendships.
Yeah.
You know, with people that
That'd
are
be
cool.
really nice, sure.
Yeah, like both guys and girls, just someone that you know you can hang with. Because I feel like a lot of the time, because we think with like our lower abdominal, we assume that just because you enjoy someone's time,
That means you should be
get them flowers
dating
get-
and
go on
wada wada,
dates. Sometimes it's cool to meet a girl and then you just like get along as friends and you just like you hold down.
Yeah, someone actually was reading this. I actually wanted this to be one of our topics for the podcast, but like, not all romantic interactions should lead to relationships. Yeah, but so that one was a very big one. Sorry, really messed with that one. How am I? It's my turn, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I can go on forever.
I don't know. I'm feeling stronger, you know. Still on fly. The other day I realized I was traumatized from my accident. I don't say the other day, it was yesterday. Because I've been on like, I've been agitated like every single day. Like something bad's gonna happen. And I was describing this to Futi, and she was telling me like, oh nah bro, you were like literally in an accident on like Sunday.
Yeah.
She's like, you're in an accident on Sunday and you've literally
Traumatized.
don't speak about it at all. Like you don't talk about it, you don't express yourself about it. And that made me realize that I was just in like this constant agitated thing. So when I realized that, it made me feel a lot better. But romantically, I'm okay. Everything's okay. Everything's fine there. What can I say, man?
Go to the next one. Go to the next team. Go to the next team. Go to the next team.
Man, physically, I am just throttling myself, man. I'm, you know, after the car accident, I've just had this excuse of like, yo, no, not doing my groceries. So every day I've just been like eating takeouts. It's been very bad for me.
Yeah.
And just on the mental state for the year, yeah, very proud of myself. I think I went through a lot of like hectic things that would have broken people, or taking them years to like bounce back or etc. And I did that in less time, and I take pride in that, and I hope that I can keep being strong by God's grace, you know. And religiously, because this is the one I like to add, I'm feeling very good about my relationship with God. I feel very closer to Him. I feel like I'm speaking to Him more in frustration and in joy, because I realized that someone said this to me. They're like, hey, Lebo, when's the last time you went to church? And I said, nah, it's been like maybe a year. And he says, do you feel like going to church now? After every bad thing that's happened. I said, yes. He said, God's working miracles in your life. God's working miracles in your life. And
He's bringing you back to the holy
He's bringing you
place.
back. So, yeah, so very grateful for the direction. Yeah, but that's how I am. But yeah.
That's dope, man.
But let's get into it.
Yeah,
the
so-
year-end fatigue vent.
Yeah, so we're speaking about how fatigued we are, or how happy we are. Basically, I want to unpack this year and a lot of our milestones, so things that we really enjoyed.
Yeah.
I think the best way for us to do this is to start off with the most recent thing, which is Chris Brown. Absolutely amazing. So I'll tell you guys a
Phenomenal,
story about
yeah.
Chris Brown. We can tell the story together. We're chilling at my place, and I think our friend Sia was like, he's going to Chris Brown no matter what.
Yes,
And
yeah.
then- 'cause
He's a huge fan.
Chris
He's a
Brown
huge fan, yeah.
And then Lebo was also like, bro, of course we're going to Chris Brown.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a good time.
I just needed my friends to be able to say to me that they're going for me
Yeah.
to go. I would have not gone if my friends.
We're not going to go.
Yeah.
And then Percy also said, Thato, let's go. I said no like
No.
10 times.
Like, yeah. We begged him. Look,
Yeah, I did my half day beg, and I'm so happy that they begged me because
wow, man.
what an international, what a world star.
Yeah, what a superstar.
Performance. I felt like I was watching Hollywood at its best. You know, like the best thing to compare it with is like a Hollywood movie, or one of the best Hollywood movies. You know, like a high-packed action, Fast and Furious,
high good quality movie,
good quality acting, good quality shots. Like Chris Brown can perform, brother.
Yeah, Demon wa jive.
Like, and the things that what impressed me the most is how much of his choreography interacts with his dances, which shows me that how rehearsed it is.
Yeah, and like how he goes into the storyline of his lyrics via the dancing.
Via the dancing.
So he's talking about something sexy, like the girls will be around him twerking, you know what?
It's insane. And like, bro, that man performed for almost 3 hours.
Yeah, I think we as South Africans are used to artists performing with girls behind them smoking hubbly. So now it's our it's our first time as South Africans seeing Mutu. You know, we have performers in South Africa. I really do feel like we have great performers in South Africa.
So who do you think was some performers?
Musa Keys is definitely one of the.
Okay, but guys, I don't know if you guys were at the Chris Brown concert, but did you guys see how much how I loved how interactive they were with the South African artists?
Yeah.
But Musa Keys was on for like
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Foka was there for like 7 seconds.
I saw Foka go on and then go off.
But I think.
But it's a Chris Brown concert.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
for me, man, it's a Chris Brown concert.
For me, it was just funny.
Yeah.
Because personally, I was making jokes. I mean, Davido performed 15 songs in 2 minutes. If I tell you, say I
and then it goes into another song. Like the, you know, like the drums that
it's for too long.
Done. That's it. Like, yeah, but
like if I'm not being a hating as person. Beautiful, like
integration
with South Africans, with the Nigerians, Davido, with people from across the world. I loved how he had Foka there. I loved how he had Musa Keys there.
Yeah.
I loved how Major Leagues had Uncle Vinny. The Uncle Vinny held it down as an MC there, you know.
Yeah.
Your shit. He killed that. I think Elaine also
big
did
shout
amazing.
out to Uncle Vinny, low key. Like,
big shout out.
What a crowd! Like he was the first thing we saw.
He held it down.
Yeah.
And I was like,
so
damn. Even Elaine, I wish Elaine's mic was up a bit, but she also killed it. Like I think that was such a nice integration.
It was also good to see Elaine.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't seen Elaine in a minute.
So it sounds like it's nice. Oh shit, we all love Elaine. You get what I'm saying? So it's nice to see Elaine. Like shout out to all the performers, man. Like you guys did absolutely amazing.
Yeah, like I really, really enjoyed it. But for me, what was so surreal, I mean, what is the stadium? 92,000? What is it?
Yeah, about over just under 95K caps.
I think it's like 92,000, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know the correct number, but selling that out and being in that stage sold out.
Yeah, he said this is the breezy bowl.
That just human experience of seeing so many people.
It was insane.
One place, lights on a flash. Demon was in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and also I want to do a big shout out to the international DJ Fresh. Because
when they say DJ Fresh, I said, oh.
When they said DJ Fresh, we were all like, Chris Brown is like that. Bro is making it. He's Chris Brown's DJ.
DJ Fresh is a bit older, man.
No, but shout out to Chris Brown's DJ because he did his research for real.
Yeah.
To think an American could come here and DJ our classics to us.
I mean, it takes all you have to do is go to the charts and say.
Well, no, real. But at least he did it. He could have just played.
Yeah, just consider it.
Yeah, he's playing what we wanted to hear, and I think the whole experience.
And also, he kept reminding us, "Hey, y'all think I do my research? What about this one? Ticket. I hear this your guys' actual national anthem."
Yeah, but like, but yeah. By the way, on that topic, I want to speak about this thing real quick. Because this is a very pressing thing. Sorry. So someone on Twitter spoke about Sister Bettina, and I actually want to talk about this.
You know, I used to hate that song, not just this.
Okay, thank you. That's what it is. Okay, here we go. Oh, she deleted the post. That broke my heart. But basically,
they were cooking.
She said, yeah, they were. She said, I do not understand why we as South Africans have to hold on to the song and act like we still like it. And I then commented, because I'm not a coward, I didn't delete anything. I said, people act like we were still in the 90s, bro. The song dropped years ago, and I hate how we all act like it's still a banger in this current day and age. Sister Bettina has done what it had to do. We've had no. We've had 2 Rugby World Cups. Yeah. We've had a World Cup. We've heard Sister Bettina. It is enough now.
Yeah, we've done it.
I fully feel like it's enough. It's not enough.
It's enough. You know what I really enjoyed about DJ Fresh?
Yeah,
he played a Casper song.
Yeah,
played Dog Shebele.
That was amazing.
There we go.
Yeah,
come with the time.
Yeah, we grew up on.
Everyone said Dog,
yeah.
Shebeleza.
Yeah, dead ass.
Did you hear when Chris Brown said Birimbaru?
Yeah,
Birimbaru. Yeah, that was the Chris Brown was amazing. I think that's a big highlight of the year.
Yeah,
I think another big highlight of the year, we have to say it, as Majita for us, bro. Like, wow. Like,
this was this year.
We launched As Majita in Feb.
Yeah, that's insanity here.
So if you guys don't know, we've got this group channel called As Majita. It's basically 4 friends who felt like they spent so much time together that like they should be working together. So we've spoken about how that thing came to life so many times, but like that's one thing I'm mad proud of. I think it pushed us when it comes to us being creatives, when it came to us working in a team, when it came to us systemizing. So I really enjoyed the group channel, man. We got to really create international content. And I think we don't give ourselves like in our flowers. Like we literally do the content they do overseas. And we incorporated SA and we created a new...
And added our own Mzansi flavor.
And added a new... And we established a new medium for people to collaborate.
Yeah, and we're now on 85.7 thousand subscribers with 36 videos this week. I mean, this year, excuse me.
Which is dope, man.
So, how many weeks are in a year? Let's see if we passed. So, 36 divided by 52, 69%.
And in that, we've been able to work with some really amazing brands. So shout out to everyone that just saw potential in the brand.
Yeah.
I think next year we're gonna go harder.
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely do a lot more content. We've got the studio now, which is dope. I just need to soundproof this thing. I'm sure you guys can hear this. The podcasts have been sounding, hey man, a bit different, but we're getting there, right?
Yeah.
Also, thanks for not commenting. Like, hey guys, the sound.
Yeah, I think a big highlight for me this year, I'm also going to have to just say, is obviously us guys seated. Have to give it up to seated. I think that this year, the conversations were just so fresh. I mean, we're a podcast that doesn't do a lot of guests.
Yeah.
So you have to understand, it's very hard to keep retention for an audience.
And to grow.
And to grow and to upscale as an audience. But we are seeing seated just enter... the South African man's, household, and that's what we wanted, and of course also the South African woman. But we are now educating males on how to become better people.
It's actually a very powerful podcast.
Yeah, like
I love how much healing it has and what it's doing to the small amount of people that we're touching. I think it makes me very emotional.
Yeah,
it makes me very happy because it's like a lot of us want to speak about things that we're going through.
Yeah.
A lot of us want to become better people, but we don't have someone that we feel safe enough to do that with.
Yeah.
So I think shout out to you, shout out to myself for being vulnerable enough online with these topics that we are still navigating to.
And guys, I want you guys to understand, because I know a lot of you guys are new to the seated journey, but if you think about all the way back to brown couch, no backgrounds, and I mean, barely lighting, maybe one camera.
We used to read tweets, blood.
One camera, we used to read tweets, blood. Original show. And, we have to also, goes back to saying thank you to Makari and Lucas as well, to believing in the dream of the original podcast and etc. Malume's Mike, and that translating into Seated now. And how we are getting so comfortable with like the brand identities that we associate with like Maji. Back in the day, guys, we used to do things like vlog and wada and then be like, is this what I want? Like, I like what but is this, am I comfortable in this brand identity? And I think we finally have placed ourselves in a place where we're so happy with where we're seeing ourselves brand-wise.
Yeah.
We really accomplished what we wanted to achieve in terms of this is who we are to the internet now. We never had that. It was always, are you YouTubers, TikTokers?
I vlog. Now we can say, I'm Thato Rampedi. I have uncomfortable conversations in a light-hearted manner. My brother and I have lived a parallel life, and we unpack many moments within that life. We speak about our upbringing. We speak about topics men struggle to speak about, like masculinity and triggers, and we try help the Gen Z man or the millennial man, find himself and lead a life which he thinks is worthy of living.
Yeah.
It's very nice, man.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much. I mean, it is the year end, and we would not be anywhere without you guys. So
Yeah.
we're very seated with ourselves. But yeah, year end fatigue. What's one thing that made you extremely tired this year?
Woman.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say that one. Shame, you know. I must admit, this was a very good year for women for me. I feel as if I didn't cry as much. I wasn't upset as much. You know, I had a breakup towards the big early stages of this year. I was in a relationship. We broke up.
I was in a relationship.
We broke up. We went separate ways. I think we're both more happy as individuals ever since. And you know, so I wouldn't say woman. So I'm shocked that you're saying woman.
Yeah. So obviously with me too. I was in a relationship. We broke up.
Early stages of the year.
Early stages of the year. So that wasn't like what Jan Feb. Obviously, that took time. That took a lot of healing from me, right? That needed me to really understand myself, discover myself. You know. I was in a phase where I thought I was healed up to like a few weeks, and I realized that I wasn't up to a few months.
Yeah.
You know the typical man break up with girl.
Shame. Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine now, I'm happier now.
Yeah.
6 months later, I miss her. I just want her. No one is like her.
Yeah.
So I had to really isolate myself from women. And then I had some bad experiences, like with some talking stages, which I really didn't enjoy. I don't want to speak about them out of respect for myself, even.
Yeah.
You know? Now it's like, Percy was telling me, Percy thinks I'm desperate for love right now.
Yeah, I heard that voice not on the group.
Everyone's really worried about me. Everyone thinks I'm desperate for love.
I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. I just think that you're now, I think people
I'm healed now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I'm healed. Like I'm in a position where I'm
they
ready.
just shocked that you are willing to now
Date.
want to have a relationship.
Yeah.
So they do that thing of saying, oh, when you're desperate for love, that's why you're ready to be in a healthy relationship.
I'm healed.
You know,
I think I'm finally in a position where, like, if a girl had to come to me and she's a lovely young lady,
you might consider.
I could and we get along. We go on multiple dates. We speak for a year or two.
Yeah.
I could get married.
And that's not a bad thing.
Because I think when it comes to like emotional intelligence, I am in a far better place. When it comes to conflict resolution, I'm in a far better place. When it comes to taking care of a woman, balancing my personal life, work life, and whoever I'm seeing, I'm in an amazing pace. I know how to prioritize you, yet help you understand that my work is a priority to me.
Yeah.
So I think, my frontal lobe is developed, and I've got.
Isn't it beautiful how Thato's year-end fatigue moment has taught him so much? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it has taught you so much and equipped you for you to now be ready to date, which is what the year basically gave you.
Yeah.
I think for me, the thing that made me the most tired this year was it's so many to pick from. I say money, bro. Like, not in a sense of like I didn't have enough money this year. I think that I was equipped to have everything I needed for the entire year, but I really have not. Even though I'm still living very luxuriously, I am not living as luxuriously as I was. I know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
So I'm still living fine. I'm still living. I say luxuriously as in like happily. Like I'm not stressed.
Yeah.
But I'm not living.
Can I help you explain it?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm.
I think financially, Lebo might even be in a very similar place. It's just he had the security.
Yes. So now
income coming every month.
Yes.
So it was never a thought of where am I going to make money? Now it's on his mind. Where am I going to make money? You understand? So that's why you're like, I was living luxurious.
Yeah.
No, it might be the same. It might be a little bit less. But now you have to actively think, I must make money.
Every rand,
how do I make
every
money?
rand is the.
When will I get paid again? What's happening?
Every rand has like a value now.
You respect it now.
And like, So like, and you know what's crazy? Like, I used to be with this girl, and we were at a restaurant, and I gave the 10% tip, right? And then we left the restaurant, and I had like cash in my car, and I gave those guys street. What do you call them? What's the politically correct thing?
Paras.
I gave a street beggar. I gave him like exaggerated amount. I gave him a note.
Like homeless. No, I can't assume they're homeless.
You can't assume they're homeless. That's why I said not
a
that.
person asking for money on the road.
Yeah, asking for money on the road. So I gave them like a certain amount, like 50 rand. And the girl said to me, hey, why not you don't value money? And one day, God will teach you to value money. And I said, be for real. We mad blessed, mad protected. I don't even want to hear that. And I just keep playing that every single day in my brain about how this girl said, I don't value money, I don't respect money. Because a lot of, for a long time, money was a means to an end. Like you work very hard for money and then get it and then you use it. So it's a means to an end, right? But now it's no longer. It's not now a tool. It's now an investment. But now it's now also because I get it now. This is my life. This is my work also now. So my money is now my asset, my tool, my debt, my credits. It has all of those components of what money actually is now. I don't know. So that was a very stressful thing this year for me, like very, very stressful. To the end of the year. To the end of the year, guys. To the end of this year. It was very, very stressful. But yeah, man. But on a lighter note, I think we should now flip it and say, what was the moment of the year for you? There has to have been a moment you looked left, you looked right, you wanted to cry. You said to yourself, wow, like I'm so happy to be here, etc., etc.
You can go. For me, I want to say the studio, but I'm like...
Yeah, that was a very big moment. Yeah,
that was a moment. That was a beautiful moment when we were here outside. You guys bought the ribbon, then we cut the ribbon, and then it's like we were dancing
and we were praying and jumping up and down. It was empty, by the way. Remember?
It was empty. Then from there to building this stuff, to getting the fed socks, to getting a brand.
And we'd come all the time. We'd come all the time.
Yeah, I think the studio was probably like one of my biggest moments.
Yeah. I think for me it was the flat. Like moving to my flat.
Moved into your flat this year?
Yeah. In May.
Yeah.
Chief.
In May to December was long, eh?
It's a very long year.
Are you sure you moved in this year?
Nala died this year. And
she died?
The cat I gave it away.
Oh.
Yeah, so my man has died. Cat. So yeah, I moved into a flat for the first time. Alone by my value. My money. One man. All applications done by me.
I think I can say I'm proud of the risks. I want to class it into one act. I think my biggest moment is the ability for me to take risks and to be committed to something. Like I got my first tattoo. That was a big commitment. Me opening up a studio, hiring more, it's a big commitment. Me doing Thought Digests is a big commitment.
Yeah.
So I think we took a lot of risks, and I think overall I'm just happy with all of the risks that were taken. Because it was all, like, I want to find the book. There's a book that I had in Feb, on Jan, where I planned everything I executed this year.
Really?
Yeah, and it's so crazy how I went from a piece of paper to reality.
Yeah.
The only thing that wasn't a part of my plan was the studio. The studio, people don't know this, but the studio was impromptu.
You said it?
Impromptu. In the sense that, like, I was looking for a studio for us to rent out for the girls and for us. And I was like, no, man, all these places are shit.
Yeah.
And I want my own place. I want a place where we can decorate. Because I was going to get a studio, then I was going to have to buy a couch for the place. So now it's like, I'm just happy because this guy has a room. Yeah. So in that, I think I'm just happy with the risk that we took. I'm happy with the fact that we have so much value as a company. I feel like Rampedi Media has so much value for its potential clients being content creators. Like now, if I sign you, I don't just give you my expertise on how to grow a brand, but I give them expertise on how to grow financially, and I give them expertise on how to shoot the best, but also give you a space for you to really express yourself. I think this is a big value add for the company. I could probably sign some of the biggest content creators now just due to this value add.
Yeah, because you have a sense of an asset that you can present to them.
I can say, you know what do you want to launch?
Yeah.
It's okay, cool. Let's say I take, for the sake of no example, I take a faith in Getty and I say, listen, I know that you've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can build you a social media presence. How, Thato? 1, open up a podcast for you. 2, we work on your TikTok. 3, we do this. 4, we do that. Excuse me, guys. Hello?
Come on.
There's no one important. You get me? So it's like, I just love the value add that we have. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I was to add on to my answer, I just think my social media presence, and I mean like people being able to identify you, even if you're not even on your platform. When I mean your profile. So if a random posts me, Sarah what _ whatever, and she posts me, the comment section will be tag Lebo Rampedi, because a lot of people we see on TikTok, but we don't know who they are. We don't even know the name of who they are. So I'm very glad I'm trying to get my name and social media. Like it's like we said earlier, branding identity, bro. Like my branding identity up to case, and I think that's what was achieved this year. Yeah, bro. I checked. I was doing an analytic check of my profiles, and like, hey, man, the percentages were way higher than last year. Way higher than last year. I think it was 100 and something % increase than last year, and that just shows you that each thing is flowing into each other. Because there are some people that don't know as Majita, but don't know Seated. And there's some people that don't know Seated, but don't know as Majita. And there's some people that don't know as Majita and Seated, but don't know Lebo Rampedi.
So
you must just be, yeah, I'm just saying, like, we really have put our brand, I've really tried to push myself. Yeah. And not because Kimana for a long time was, there's Thato Rampedi's little brother. Let's be real, that was what I was called. I said, Now, people will see me,
who's that guy?
There's Lebo.
Who's that guy next to you?
No, not who's that guy next to you. No, that's Lebo. Like,
who's that guy? They look like you. Is he somebody?
No, they'll just be like, hey, here's Lebo. Like, oh, you that guy from TikTok. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's something that I cannot say that I was not proud of.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe that you've also just moved from that mindset, but I guess you've worked hard
to move from that mindset. You couldn't just say
it's not a mindset thing. Even
it's not a mindset. It was the truth.
You pushed that. It's
the truth, bro. There's times that I post a TikTok of us and be like, yo, people be like, I didn't even know you two were related. On the kept comments. Back in the day, that was my only association towards this thing, man. But I'm proud of myself. But yeah, man. As well as I think overall a big moment for all of us is, well, except for you, because I feel like you've always been very visible, you know. No one needs glasses to see you, but brand visibility for the rest of us, you know. We are being approached by brands, working with more brands, and brands are now seeing how much value influencers can add into their marketing strategies. Yeah. And I think that's a huge thing. I don't think there was a single month from July, where I didn't get a brand deal.
Yeah.
Which is impeccable, guys, because you know these things come once every 4 months, 3 months,
It's not easy to do.
Yeah, and I think there was only a month. I think it was November. I didn't get anything.
Yeah, no, so like brand visibility, like
big one
for influencer marketing, is not an easy thing to do.
Big one.
You have to know how to place yourself in a very respectable way. I remember I was at a workshop last week with YouTube. The YouTube Insiders thing. Everyone was asking where you were.
Yeah.
I think were you invited?
I was not invited.
I think I was meant to come with you.
I was like...
But you know what's crazy? Like, if like people, like the high ups ask me where you are.
The thing is that like really bothers me about YouTube.
But you don't post on YouTube though.
Yeah, I don't, one. But the thing that makes me very bothered is that I know other people that don't post on YouTube, but they're always invited to these events. And I feel like if I was invited to those things, I'd be posting on YouTube again. Like it'd make me feel like...
It's so weird, man. I think everyone like...
I got like 5 DMs from different influencers saying, where are you?
I even had high ups asking me like, where's Lebo?
But I think when people invite you, I think the invite is for Lebo and Thato. But Thato doesn't tell me. So now I look like a a hot cake here who doesn't want to be consumed by the average brand. I don't know what it is, but no, for real. And I am a YouTuber because we have Asmajita and Seated. So it's not a thing. It's not a thing of I'm not a YouTuber at all.
You're one of the biggest YouTubers in South Africa.
No, not that sense. But I'm saying, but I am a YouTuber because this is YouTube.
I think myself was one of the biggest, so you are one of the biggest if you're on the same platforms.
Yeah, but literally, so YouTube, if you're watching, because YouTube watches your stuff.
But I think it's up to me, because like even like I went to a Spotify event and they were like,
I was like,
so the Spotify
guys, listen to me, guys. Thato will go to Spotify events and then like, Kiman, we'll have like a deal with Spotify, etc. on the podcast. But I'm not invited to the event.
Yeah, no, I think
YouTube won't invite me to the event. If Thato goes to an event, and keep in mind,
but also let's be fair. Every time I tell him about events, he always says no.
No, that's not the truth. Because Tato's added me as a +1. I want to be invited by the brand.
But that's the thing. So I think it's my fault because Spotify invites us because we have a podcast on the platform.
Yeah.
So when they invite me, they are basically inviting both of us.
Guys, I think Thato had a talk with Google and what about podcasts and what etc. and Spotify. I was so hurt. I was like, hype or like what is my contribution towards this podcast, man? Because that means I'm just here as I'm soul. You know how I've become, what's that nigga's name? Soul,
Let's move on. This is an offline conversation.
No, come on. Let's talk about it. I'm Soul.
Soul Penduga.
Yeah, but at least Soul gets respect from brands and stuff. But like, hey man, like I think that's something that we need to also just work on as like
I think from
thing.
From a YouTube perspective, I went as like Thato Rampedi.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So that's different. They didn't invite me because I have a YouTube partner manager.
Yeah.
So Twala invited me because we have a long-standing relationship. Also, it's for visibility because there were a lot of small creators there, so they want big creators too. Yeah. Also, just to have me learn also. Then for the Spotify thing, it was only one Spotify event, by the way.
It was only one.
Only one Spotify event.
Yeah. And
there it's because I should have come with you because the lady asked me, the one that invited me said, where's Lebo? Then I was like, oh.
Yeah, man, and brand visibility. Like, I think brand visibility. That's what this was. But yeah, but for real, brand visibility was a big thing for us this year. I really enjoyed it. I think one thing that we could obviously improve on as a whole next year is productizing, which is something that we'll be actively working towards, but also just engaging with our community more. Yeah. I think that our platforms are used for good, but we can even do even more better. A lot more better in terms of our community, where we're from, Mpho-Mpho and stuff, and maybe engaging more with like, non-profit organizations and etc. So those are the hopes, long-term hopes. But hey, we here now.
It takes time, guys. It takes so much time to build a brand, to hire people, to create the systems, to make what you want to happen exist continuously. Yeah. So now that we've got that, I think we can really give back a bit more. Because there's things that we both dream about. Yeah.
Okay. My favorite time of the podcast now, guys, we're going to play a bit of a game. It's called What Should We Leave Behind? We're going to both quickly have a quick brainstorm session and think of 5 things that we think should be left behind in 2024.
I swear down.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There's nothing I think should be left
behind. I have the longest list.
What? Like what?
Sister Bettina. 1. Like, no, for real, Sister Bettina.
Sister Bettina.
2, not that we should leave behind, but we should have more of. And I think that like brands are doing it, and like these concerts, we should have more concerts in South Africa. I think that the Chris Brown thing.
Shout out to Hey Neighbor coming back. They dropped the dates.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say.
I hope they invite me.
They invited me last year on like 2 days before.
So why did you come?
I had work. And I didn't know, but they invited me like 2 days before. So I hope that this time they know I woke up.
Last time I got invited by Hey Neighbor themselves.
Yeah, that's insane. As Majita guys is free those days. But real though.
I'll speak to the team. I think I'll pitch that we get 2 to 8.
Yeah, but we'll talk about
4
that.
Tens.
We'll talk about that. But what else is there? And something else that I think that should be left behind is clubbing, bro, for us as a whole. Like, I think we need to start going to restaurants, enjoying a drink. I saw a group
How powerful would it be if we left clubbing in 2024?
And just went restaurants every time I wanted to go out.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
And activities, go-karting.
Go-karting, wada. In fact, when you feel like those things, we must.
Why don't we make a pact and say, let's leave clubbing?
We can. And you know what we can say? The person who goes to the club first can pay the other person a significant amount as an incentive for the other person not to go to the club.
10,000 rand.
Yeah. I'm going to say like 8K, but like, 8,000. Let's see how long we can go for.
If I go to the club, then you have to pay me.
Okay, let's do this. Let's make it nice. If I go to the club before you, then that means I must book an Airbnb. You must come. You don't pay for anything. You have food, alcohol, and everything.
Within 2 weeks.
Within 2 weeks of me going to the club. Yeah, that's fair. That way,
we leave clubbing in 2024.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you get to slap the other person.
Yeah, sure. Why not? When else do we slap each other? Okay, sorry, guys, at the back there, please. What's happening here? Please, yeah. Sorry, guys. Kima, there's no one behind the cameras. I just want to highlight like that.
It's my phone running through my laptop.
Is there anything you think should be left behind before we continue on to the next thing?
I think as a nation, we must stop these things of having long talking stages, myself being included.
You've missed now.
No, let me tell you something, guys. Let's just date. And then we break up.
Papa.
Just talk to a person 2 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of talking, then date.
Papa, that's not how life works.
Why not?
That's not how life works. We live in the real world, yeah. But what we really do need to.
Let's just redefine a talking stage into a relationship.
Now, I think they should
And
be.
then after the relationship, it's we're really dating.
Can I tell you if it was up? Can I tell you what if it was up to me what dating would look like in South Africa?
Yeah.
I would say. So so the rules are, and by law, this has to be initiated by law by the president. The rule, you can only see one person at a time. Before you choose this person, you must hand in a PDF saying that you want to start speaking to this person to Home Affairs. That's how serious it must be. Then after that, you guys will be together for only 30 days. On the 31st day of the, I think it's a 31 day month. On the 31st day of the month, you will write a test comprised of from the other person.
Yeah.
Failure will result in you never being able to be together ever again, no matter what, illegally. You understand? I'm joking. Not obviously that last part.
But I like that ever again.
Yeah, and then boom. If you want to, you only get 3 reapplies. After that, if you failed, you failed, Papa. You can't kiss that person. It's illegal to kiss that person. It's illegal to talk to that person.
You can go to jail.
And it's illegal to stop that person from having another relationship. If it was up to me, that's how the talking stage would work. Because imagine on the 31st day, you guys have now spent 30 days intentionally to pass the test.
Yeah.
How much information are you guys going to exchange? That's going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Imagine that was the dating world in South Africa. That the marriage rates divorce rates would decrease.
Would decrease significantly. What are some things you want to achieve in 2025? What a cool year. Sounds like a cool year. 2025.
2025, bro. So I really want to go into e-commerce. I really want to start that. I really also want to go into adverts, like acting in adverts and stuff like that, and voice acting. Voice acting is one of the biggest
I
ones.
can see you doing like a lot of
Coca-Cola.
not voiceovers. Voiceovers are boring. I can see you being in a lot of ads.
Yeah, like adverts and stuff. Because I think to myself, I was
You must get an agent.
yeah. So that's what I tried to do. I've been trying to do since November, but the problem is with the acting agencies and etc. Like I've seen quite the dark side of it.
That's acting though, not
Because certain agencies you need to pay them to work for you,
I mean, they take a big cut.
and or they take quite a big cut.
Yeah,
And I'm talking about a big cut.
Like a 40%.
Yeah, you're under range.
35, like, which is insane.
Like a 35.
Like gatekeeping me just because you know someone.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's something I really hope to achieve. Also, I would love to increase my team. I think editor-wise I'm okay, but I'd love to get like my own like cameraman and my own camera also. That's also another thing I really want to like really get. Because right now we work on like I'll borrow from Thato, I'll borrow from Esmajita, wada, certain equipment. But I want my own at home.
Did you bring back those lights?
They were dead when I got them. They were in the upstairs. Did you tell this guy? They were dead, but I forgot to say charge them. But yeah, how do you hope to achieve? Sorry.
I think I wanna.
And this was the last year that I'm not rich. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, amen. I think I'm 28.
Yeah.
I wanna work really hard and then apply for Forbes Stay Under 30 when I'm 29.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I could do it now. I don't know what the criteria is financially.
It's not only just financially.
But there's a criteria. That's the only problem. That's the only problem.
There is, yeah.
I think I could apply for it. The only problem is I don't know what the criteria is financially. But I do want to work really hard. I want to end so I've got this manager, her name is Twala. She's managed me since I had 4K subscribers. And then she'll manage my YouTube channel. Then she moved from the company she was at and she worked at TikTok. Now she works at YouTube. Right? So I told her that, and she lives in London now. She was here last week actually. So I told her, I'm like, dude, one day I'm going to send you a box of chocolates. And that's when you know that I'm a multi-millionaire. So I think my goal is to achieve that next year.
Yeah.
Like I want to ask her colleagues, like, or even send them to the YouTube head offices. They're in London. And they must say, box of chocolates, a nice letter saying thank you, and then they say from Thato Rampedi.
Yeah. That would be a nice one, by God's grace, bro.
And obviously I want everything I'm doing to excel. So I want the studio to excel. I want the studio to do so well. I open up a branch in Cape Town. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think everything is possible with God's grace. All I have to do is just find the right formula to do what I want to do. I really see myself just being more strategic next year and achieving all of my goals. I think this year was a great year financially. It was a great year when it came to strategy
And initiating.
and initiating things. So now I've got courage, you know. I mean, even like, guys, you know, I wish you guys knew how to get like the right suppliers to do merch, the right suppliers to do these plaques, like learning how to buy stuff from China. Like all these things take a lot of trial and error and a lot of money. Like building a website probably took me like over like 15K because I made big mistakes. Me getting these supplies and testing products took me like another 12K, 15K. So it's like I used my cash flow to learn and I didn't get any results. So next year I can make my money back and really just excel, man. And I want to also grow my team. I currently have editing team. I have some camera guys. I've got Baki, who's the studio manager and social media manager. Mbali, who's the manager. Then I've got obviously all of my talent. So I want to increase my talent, being able, you know, Mammi and them. And I also want to increase my team. I want to have a second Mbali so we can take more talent. And yeah, man, I hope God can hear me. I know he can. So that's
yeah, bro. And also, like, I just feel like
and a new car.
Yeah,
And a house.
I just feel like from the momentum of the past 2 months on my TikTok, nah, I just really feel like next year's gonna be that like year for me, content wise.
Yeah.
And viewership wise also. That's another thing I forgot to add. Like, I just really feel like,
Yeah, like you want to average that 400K, né? Like become like a young,
yeah, bro,
like a chunks or like a.
Yeah, I think it might be the year. But anyways, yeah, man.
I'm good. Thank you so much for watching this episode.
Yeah, let's leave it there,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget, Lay's has a new flavor. You can teleport and go overseas. That's a joke, but like you can definitely get a taste of China, get a taste of Italy. We love you guys. We'll see you guys next year. I think we'll probably be back in Feb, eh? Crazy enough. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be taking most of Jan off. We'll see you guys in February 2025.
Yeah. And we'll be back. I just hope that you guys will keep mentally strong until then. And if not, just spam our DM saying, yo, bring back seated. And I think we'll fall to peer pressure at some point. That's literally how it works. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for giving us the love this year. And
Yeah, man.
we, from the bottom of our seated hearts, thank you.
Yeah. Shout out.
Bye-
See you
bye,
guys
guys.
next year, February.
See you next year. Happy New Year. Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year, Merry Christmas.
And happy Hanukkah. Anything else?
Happy birthday.
Morena. Bye-bye.
Ray-Bans and catamarans, baby, give me a life, baby, living a life. Ray-Bans and catamarans.